right, so today we're going to be talking about simplifying fractions. So I can generate equivalent forms of rational numbers. So we're going to start off with the fraction 4/12. And we're going to look at our dividing rules. Remember, we're saying if something ends with a 4 and a 2, then it can be divided by 2. So remember, here's our divisibility rules right here if we need them. So if something ends in a 2 or a 4, then we can divide both numbers by 2. Remember, we're going to look for what do they have in common. So we can start off by dividing both numbers by 2. And 4 divided by 2 is 2. And 12 divided by 2 is 6. Okay, just because you simplify a number one time doesn't mean that it's simplified to its lowest terms. So we're going to see again, if a number ends with a 2 and a 6 as well, are all even numbers, if it's an even number, then it can be simplified by 2 again. So we're going to divide by 2, both the top and the bottom. So 2 divided by 2 is 1, and 6 divided by 2 is 3. So our final answer is 1/3. And here we can't simplify anymore because they have nothing in common other than 1. So just remember, rule for today, what you do to the bottom, you must also do to the top. All right, now let's come down here and let's look at this bottom area. And we're going to be sure to check out our divisibility rules up above, okay? So here, I'm going to look at 40 over 55. And I see I'm going to look at what they end with. They end with a 0 and a 5. So that's perfect. That shows me that both numbers here are going to be divisible by 5. So I'm going to erase this real quick so we can kind of see it. So I'm going to divide both the top and the bottom by 5. Okay, so 40 divided by 5 is 8. And 55 divided by 5 is 11. So let's see, is there anything else that 8 and 11 have in common? Well, since 11 is a prime number, it does not. So we are done. So 8/11 is our most simplified fraction. Okay, now let's look at the next one here. We have 15 over 25. I'm going to check out my ending numbers. They are both 5. Okay, numbers that end in 5 are definitely divisible by 5. So I know I can take both these numbers and divide by 5. And remember, whatever we do to the top, we must also do to the bottom. So 15 divided by 5 is 3. And 25 divided by 5 is 5. Okay, so now we need to ask ourselves, can I simplify any more? And no, we cannot. 3 and 5 have nothing else in common other than 1. All right, so now let's go ahead and let's look at 9 over 15. So let's see. Let's check our ending number here. We have a 9 and a 5. Well, I know 15 is divisible by 5, but 9 is not. 9 isn't ending in 0, 2, 4, 6, or 8. It's not ending in a 0, 5, or 0. Oh, so look, we have another one here. Let's test dividing by 3. let's ask ourselves here. Is 9 divisible by 3? Well, 3 goes into 9 evenly, and 3 does go into 15 evenly as well. So let's try 3. And remember, whatever we do to the top, we have to do to the bottom. We cannot be simplifying by different numbers. It has to be the same number. So 9 divided by 3 is 3. And 15 divided by 3 is 5. So although there's not a rule we're going to give for 3, you can always think, does 3 go into both these numbers as well? And it does. And we end up with 3/5 as our most simplified fraction. Okay? All right, let's go ahead and let's look at this bottom row here. We have 24 over 28. Well, to me, I see 2 even numbers, something that ends in a 4 and an 8. So I know I can divide by 2. So I'm going to divide by 2. And 24 divided by 2 is 12. And 28 divided by 2 is 14. Okay, I need to ask myself again, am I done simplifying? Can 12 and 14 be simplified again? Well, they're both still even, so yes, I can simplify by 2 again. So 12 divided by 2 is 6. I'm going to wrap it around over here. And 14 divided by 2 is 7. Okay, let's see. Can I simplify any more? 6/7? Nope. Because 6 is even, 7 is odd. It doesn't fit any of the rules. 7 is prime. There's lots of different reasons. So 6/7 is my final answer for this one. Okay, 27 over 30. Okay, let's see. We have a number that ends in a 7 and a 0. So 30 is divisible by 2, 5, and 10, but 7's not divisible by any of them. So I have to remember, whatever I do to the top, I have to also do to the bottom. So I guess let's try the check 3 one. Let's see if that one works. 27 divided by 3 is 9, and 30 divided by 3 is 10. Oh, okay, so that one does work. 3 goes in evenly to both numbers. And 9/10 is in simplest form, so we can stop there. Okay, last one. I see, I'm going to check my last digit. 5 and 0. Oh, 5 and 0, divisible by 5. So I'm going to divide both the top and the bottom by 5. And 35 divided by 5 is 7. And 100 divided by 5 is 20. Can I simplify 7 and 20? Let's see. I could simplify 20 by 2, 5, and 10, but I can't simplify 7 by anything. So, nope, I am done. 7/20 is my final answer.